It's only July, I know, but it's already time to start planning to buy back to school supplies and clothes. I mean, back to school shopping can be a bit expensive, especially if you have more than one child. So with some tips this morning to help you save money is Jenny Martin with Southern Savers. Jenny, thank you so much for stopping by again.
Thanks for having me.
This is going to be really important, especially we're talking about tax-free weekend, we just said, and a lot of kids are going back to school. So this is just some of the items that really everybody needs.
They are, yes. And maybe you just need around the house too.
That's
not
true.
just school supplies.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about, I love the making the list, you know, kind of make sure that you're just not going willy-nilly in the store.
Right? Or asking the kid in the store. Let's not do that.
Don't do that.
Let's make the list of, hey, what supplies did you use last year? What did you find that was helpful? It's great, especially if you've got some older kids. Let them chime in, but before you get to the store, look at your school list as well. They're all out, so make sure you pull up what your class wants so that you are going in with a plan.
One thing you also mentioned is to double the quantity.
We never see back to school supply sales in the spring. So your teacher may have a grand idea that this box of crayons is gonna last 10 months. It's not.
It's not.
Let me just go ahead and tell you that.
No.
So go ahead and grab two, stick some away in a drawer somewhere in the house. It also doesn't hurt to have supplies to help with homework. They're gonna have things they need to do at the house that you have your own stash that's right there for them to work with.
Especially for an emergency, right?
Yes.
Especially with that. So let's go ahead and also talk about the fact that quality over quantity too.
Yes, so there are some items that I don't really want to grab the house brand, that $9 backpack or those little lunchbox sets that you'll see. Those are going to last about a month, and then you're buying another one and another one. So it really does pay to find that deal on a name brand backpack. Maybe you're spending that 30 or 40 bucks, but it's going to last all year or longer. This backpack right here is like, we're not even gonna say how old it is, but I used it in high school and it's still running. I still travel. If you catch me in an airport, it's my go-to.
But that's important too. So it's not just used for the kiddos.
It's
you
not.
Can use it.
Yeah. So turn it into something that they can use much longer. Another tip there is maybe not going with that favorite character, because that favorite character isn't gonna be in by the end of the school year, and they're gonna want another backpack as soon as it's no longer popular.
So kind of keeping it very generic.
Yes, it's gonna save you money in the long run.
Very, very true. What about some of those used items?
So there are some items that your kids are gonna need and they're not gonna use beyond this year. That graphing calculator, a tablet, a reader. So look for those items around town. I've even found them at Goodwill. So you don't have to, hop on Facebook Marketplace. You might actually just stumble upon them as you're out and about. But you're talking 20 bucks versus 120 bucks.
Wow.
It's a huge savings.
For a graphing calculator?
For a graphing calculator. That one right there, used. We're always hunting them down with 5 girls and everyone's at different ages.
Yeah.
So, yes.
That's so easy there.
It's a great way to save some money.
And it's an easy way to save it, and it's also really easy to do instead of running in the store and looking at that bill.
Right.
Very good. Well, Jenny, thank you so much for stopping by this morning. This is always some good tips to have, especially with back to school just a couple of days away for some students.
Yes, very much so.
I know. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this on our website, WLTX.com, so you can always refer back to it.